Hi guys, what's going on? It's Sean here. Just jumping in before the start of the episode. There were some problems with my microphone. You know, we did a different one on Movie Mondays. So if you want to wait till next week, that's totally cool. I've done my best to fix it and I think it sounds listenable. Yeah, very sorry. Hopefully it won't happen again. On with the show.
What is going on, everybody? My name is Conor. Welcome to another week of Weird News Wednesdays. This is the Here's Fire podcast, and we are back again talking all the strangest news stories from around the world. We talk about the news that the real news is too afraid to talk about. As always, I am joined by my partner in crime, Mr. Sean Bean. Sean, how's it going?
I'm good. I've been staring glassy-eyed at the desk
you
for
have?
the last 20 seconds.
I looked at you, but just as I was about to introduce you, I looked at you and I got a little scared.
It's like, oh, he's powered down for the day. He's just not feeling it.
What a good mood to be in for Weird News.
Weird News that's a fairly relaxed show, right? We just talk at our regular volume.
It's pretty chilled in fairness.
Pretty chilled out. Nothing exciting happens.
Never funny. No funny thing has ever happened to Weird News.
No.
Not when we're around.
Certainly not. No, all that's happened is that you have spent a week gathering all of the weirdest news stories from all around the world, and you're about to read them to me.
Yes.
And I might have a reaction, I might not.
I mean, there's been many a time where I've told you a story and it's just been silence.
I've been stony-faced, yeah.
And we had to cut those stories out.
Yeah.
Because they're embarrassing for me personally, that I'm like, oh, this will be funny for Sean. You know when you tell your friend a story, they're like, yeah, no, it's grand.
I was like, I was really excited and proud about that.
Or you show them like a YouTube video, you're like, this is hilarious, isn't it? And they're just like, yeah.
And I tap the screen and see how far the red bar has gone along.
See how long the video is.
See how much longer they have to suffer through it.
Fuck it, why did I watch this?
I don't know. Why do you listen to this?
That's we're the podcast equivalent of that,
yeah.
right?
Except you can't fast forward a podcast.
So, as you said, I've got around choosing some stories. You know nothing about these stories, Sean.
I know nothing about anything.
Nothing about anything.
I know a bit about pirates.
Do you?
Yeah.
What tell me about pirates?
Oh man, pirates. They used to eat biscuits called hard tack because they were stale.
Really?
Yeah.
Jesus.
You know what grog is?
Grog, I'm assuming some sort of like stew or...
No.
What?
Rum mixed with water.
Rum mixed with water?
Is grog, yeah.
Fuck.
When a pirate's drinking grog, he's drinking some rum and water.
Why?
Because it sterilised the water.
Ah.
It tasted better.
Good stuff.
Stopped it going off.
This is very strange start.
It's a very weird start.
To Weird News Wednesday.
Weird News Pirates, correct.
Oh, here we go.
The Jolly Roger.
So, we're starting off Weird News this week, Sean.
Oh.
With, oh man, I think you're going to like this.
Oh man?
No,
what happened in Oman?
You know iPhones?
Yeah.
They're... Get real sick of your shit. You know iPhones, Sean? They're a big thing.
Huge.
Big thing. Well, an iPhone user in Russia has decided that he needs to sue the iPhone's company.
Apple.
That's the one. He hates veg.
One of the first
Get that wrong as well.
Nice. One of the first words you learn as a child. Apple.
iPhone user sues Apple after claiming the device turned him gay. Sean, what are your thoughts?
What? My God.
Sometimes I like teaching with like something really random and I go, what's your thoughts? Immediately.
I mean, look.
Yeah.
Fair play to him.
Yeah. An iPhone user is suing Apple after claiming an app on his phone turned him gay, Sean.
Which app?
Here's the thing. The plaintiff, identified only as D. Razumilov. I like how only identified as that, as if like they're keeping it in the safe. Just his first initial.
Of the Moscow Razumilov.
Just his first name initial and his whole second name.
Yeah. That's...
he argues that he became mired in same-sex relationships this summer after getting involved in a cryptocurrency app. He is seeking 1 million rubles, which is equivalent to £13,000
in Bitcoin,
in damages. In Bitcoin. The Moscow Times reports. In a complaint published on Wednesday, Razumilov says he received 69 gay coins.
Nice.
69 gay coins on a cryptocurrency payment app he downloaded onto his phone in 2017.
Right.
The unknown sender of the coins reportedly wrote a message in English for Razumilov, which he interpreted as, "Don't judge without trying."
Oh.
Right?
Okay.
Razumilov said in his complaint, "I thought indeed, how can I judge something without trying it?"
He raises a good point.
need to go have some sex.
So he got that advice and went for it.
Because of this message, he began having same-sex relationships.
What? He is the most impressionable man in the world.
The man has accused Apple of manipulatively pushing me towards homosexuality, he says.
Well, he's enjoying himself.
Which he says has caused him moral suffering and harm to mental health. But here's the thing. This seems like bollocks.
Yeah, setting aside... Okay, let's set aside the morals and all this.
Yeah.
It's not Apple's fault.
So, this is why I bring it to you, Shaw, because I think Apple could be in the wrong here.
But they didn't give him the app.
Yeah. He downloaded the app.
He voluntarily downloaded
Here's why Apple is at fault, right? How could he have known that if he actively downloaded an app,
yes,
that Apple had nothing to do with, and then he actively went into the gay coin cryptocurrency app, read a message, then started having lots of gay sex? That's clearly not Apple. They shouldn't have given him the iPhone.
He bought it.
They shouldn't have sold it to him if they knew he was going to start downloading gay coin apps. It's on them, Sean.
Tim Cook has a lot to answer for.
You know the phrase, if all your friends jump off the mountain.
Yeah.
This is that, but, like, he's taking it to another level.
Like, could that person have sent him anything in that message?
I don't know.
Just being like, you might be able to fly.
Maybe.
Give it a go.
Because I was of the opinion that, like, you either know that you're into a certain gender, or you could be into both genders, but some people are just into one gender. You would know. Like, if he has, like, a wife and kids, and he gets a message on cryptocurrency like, go on. Go on now. It's like, look, not to argue with the cryptocurrency message.
Yeah.
Why
would you...
Especially
why can you send messages with cryptocurrency?
He also says he wasn't enjoying it. Why would you keep doing it?
Because you never know.
If I gave you money now, it was like, you go...
Start an ice cream business.
Go on
I
now.
said, Connor, I'm horribly lactose intolerant.
Go on there now. So you can't knock until you try it.
Well, look, I do like playing the music out of the van.
That's true, yeah.
Okay, I'll give it a go.
No, and
then I come back having absolutely shit myself. And say, I am going to sue the milk factory.
How dare you put dairy in this milk?
So, sir, you started this business.
I love the line that he says, I thought, indeed, how can I judge something without trying it?
He's an open-minded guy.
I think he's open-minded, but also to the point of, like, just lunacy.
You can suggest anything to him,
yeah.
and he'll probably do it.
Like, this is fascinating only because, do you think he's just actually, like, do you think he's either gay or he doesn't want to be gay?
I don't like to speculate on people's personal business, Connor.
But I think maybe he's gay and he just didn't want to admit it, and he's just like, well, look, if the coins tell me...
The coins
have told me.
69 coins.
Yeah, nice.
Look, if you're trying to persuade someone...
Get someone 69 something.
At 4.20 cents.
Oh, good.
Nice.
I think I read that and I was like, there's a lot going on there.
There's a lot going on. He's the most suggestible man in the world.
He's suing Apple for clearly they've let him down.
I'd love if this is what took Apple down. After all the shit that they've done and have gone through.
This is the one.
This is the straw that broke the camel's back.
Razumilov in Russia, who was turned gay by cryptocurrencies.
Look.
I don't think he can turn anybody gay.
No. I think it's who you are.
It's fairly set, whichever one you're at.
Like, I don't know, man. This man is... I hope he wins.
Why? I hope he loses.
Wouldn't it be mad if he won?
How can he win? What's his defence? That he had to try it? Because some dude on cryptocurrency wrote to him in English and said, go on, try it there now.
Well, that man was Tim Cook.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Then he'll win. Then he'll definitely win.
Do you have any idea how many dollars a gay coin costs?
Wait, they're a gay coin app.
Dude, we've been through, there's mental cryptocurrencies. Akon has one?
Akon tried to start one called Akoi.
Akoi.
And set up his own country in Africa.
This was on the radio,
Yeah.
wasn't it?
Take a drink. But I didn't know there was a...
You can make any cryptocurrency.
And just name it whatever.
Name it whatever. There's Dogecoin.
How do you accidentally download the app for gay coins, then get accidentally tricked into having gay sex?
This is what I think, is that, like, okay, little rundown of cryptocurrency.
Right.
You have a crypto wallet.
Okay.
Right, and that can accept many different forms of cryptocurrency.
Oh.
You can make that wallet public so people can just send cryptocurrency to a link and you will get that currency.
So he just got 69 coins from some random dude that said you should have sex with men.
Yeah.
And he said, okay, cool.
That's the gay agenda.
That's where they get you. That's where they get you. That's where we all know that.
They're great. The cryptocurrency community is...
Nobody's seen it coming, right?
Yeah.
But the cryptocurrency was under the radar. And now they've turned everyone gay.
And the world is a better place because of it.
We're all just way happier. I have to just check my cryptocurrency just very quickly. Oh, 69.
Very good. How are you, Tim?
Mr. Cook.
He's the only man who can afford so much currency.
He's having so much gay sex. Finally, I got a finger that said move on.
Yeah.
That's the first time I've ever seen that.
Yeah, I know.
You've gone too far, Con.
I'm going to start implementing it from now on.
You've gone too far. No, you're offending people.
Get moving.
Okay, moving on to our next piece of news. And this is the one that I chose for the Soviet. You're still like, oh God. Can he sue us? Why could he sue us? We haven't said anything bad about him.
No, we haven't. But maybe.
No, like, I heard he beats people up though. No, okay, that is slander. Okay, no, the finger's going way hard.
I'm spinning again.
Elvis lookalike allegedly stole sex toy from Auckland sex shop.
Oh!
Yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. So, hopefully he'll have to, if he gives it back, he'll have to return to sender anyway, so...
nice.
I have so many of them lined up.
I'm going to get ready for this.
A man looking uncannily like Elvis Presley was caught by CCTV footage, apparently stealing from an Auckland sex shop. Kat Marr, 33, served a man who had a prominent Elvis-esque chin, slicked back black hair, sunglasses and a high-vis vest at New Lynn's Peaches and Creme on the afternoon of September 27th. He was very energetic and erratic, going around the shop, talking a lot. He brought a sex toy called Like a Virgin up to the counter, but his card declined. I don't even want to go into what it is. I don't know. so Mara said the man then ran out of the shop and down the road, clutching his $100 sex toy.
$100?
After his card was declined.
Oh, God.
Yes.
He only had $99.99 left on it.
The problem was, like, he was looking at this and the lady kept trying to start talking to him and he was like, little less conversation, please. So she said she reported the incident. She said she reported the incident to police, handing over the CCTV images of the alleged offender. She also posted his pictures on the local Facebook community group. That'll get him.
And everyone said, wow, Elvis is here.
Fucking hell, he's still alive.
If you have to do a crime, be Elvis.
Be Elvis indeed. It's really frustrating when this sort of thing happens. So rude and it ruins your day. The shop got robbed about once a week. Teas were usually after high-end items, including recently a massaging device that cost $250.
Good God.
I'm spending that much on a massaging device.
Sure, look. It's cheaper.
Yeah, come on now.
The
Elvis look like this Elvis lookalike was then, like, he was not caught, but apparently he looks so like Elvis that Yuan says he was basically the same man, is what she said. Elvis turned up at a sex shop in Auckland.
And he's broke.
And he's absolutely broke. He's poor as fuck.
While running away, did he trip over a jailhouse rock?
No, see now, I think he stole the sex toy because he's probably lonesome tonight, but I don't know. Yeah. Are you annoyed that mine was better?
Maybe a little.
Did you hear what colour shoes he was wearing? That one's tough. No, he ain't nothing but a hound dog, in fairness.
That's just the name of a song.
No. And we don't know if it's him. But she thinks it's him and I think it's him. So you could say we have suspicious minds.
That's pretty good.
Yes!
We can't go on together.
Okay, we're done.
Alright, thank you.
So Elvis has been in Auckland. He stole something. I literally just added that story in because I want to do some puns. What are your thoughts?
Look, he was in the shop.
Yeah.
And then Elvis left the building. So...
Don't be cruel.
Is that an Elvis song? I'm not familiar with his discography.
We did All Shook Up for our school musical.
Sorry, what the fuck?
Like years ago. Like we did All Shook Up. Have you heard that?
No. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, like it's got all the Elvis songs and they're all in my head because...
They were better into you.
I listened to them non-stop through all the auditions or all the practices. So I have them all.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, like... What was the name? It was he stole a Madonna-themed sex toy.
Yes.
But he's Elvis.
He's Elvis. What's the connection here?
Robbie Williams.
Don't put that on Robbie.
Poor Bob.
Poor Bob. The Jailhouse Rock trip, that was good. I like that. Let's go back to that.
Let's just take a step back here.
Fair play. I can't have fallen in love with that pun.
Oh.
That was...
Did you use my joke as a sentence?
No, I liked it, but then I thought...
No, it's not the same.
Do you think he'll ever be caught, or is he still on the run? There's no pun here, I'm just asking you.
Oh, okay.
You're so suspicious.
I'm not answering any question anymore. It's just a further sentence.
You're just looking at me like, what's this dickhead planning?
Yeah, what's going on here? I think he'll be caught. Because he's not Elvis, he's just a man who looks like Elvis.
Is there anything less dignified than having your card declined and then clutching your sex toy and running out of the shop and sprinting down the road, clutching it to your chest?
Is there anything?
With his hair billowing, I'm sure, covered.
Oh, was it billowing?
Well, it's hard to stay in that motion, like the Elvis look.
Yeah.
If you're sprinting.
That's true, the quiff.
The quiff would be gone.
Also, did they say that this sex shop gets robbed on the regular?
They said like once a week.
That's too much.
That's an awful lot.
Keep it in a case.
I know it's weird, but this sex shop should have protection.
Well, very good. That's not even an Elvis one.
That was just better.
Like, I just think it's a fairly niche thing that where there wouldn't be that many customers in.
You would know them.
Yeah, you have your regulars.
The regulars. Creepy Tom. Creepy Jane.
Not everyone's creepy.
Okay, well, maybe not. Sex addict John.
There you go. People have different needs.
Of course. But yeah, there's an Elvis Presley on the loose in Auckland.
You're leading up to a pun.
No, he's just snatching sex toys.
Is that an Elvis song?
No.
Okay.
You think there's an Elvis song called Snatching Sex Toys?
No, I don't think there's one called Snatching Sex Toys.
Oh man, there was no pun there. Do you know actually where he ran to? Where he was staying?
Graceland?
No, the Heartbreak Hotel, obviously. Okay, we're finished. We're moving on to our next piece of story. This headline, right, has so many questions in it that I'm just going to read the headline to you, and I'm just going to let you...
Let me think on that.
Let you take it. Man gored by bison, sees date, undergo same fate months later.
Jeez, why would you go back to the bison? What? Gored?
Yeah. Man gored by bison, sees his date, gored by the same bison.
Months later.
You asked the exact same question that I asked myself. When I did this story last night, I went, why would you go back?
You would just avoid bison.
Or that area.
Yeah. Oh, because a bison could sneak up on you.
They could, when you're sleeping.
With a knife. What's this man's damage? How did it happen to him? And then how did it happen to the date?
There's so many things. So a man who was gored by a bison in June took a date back to the same place only for her to be attacked by the same bison.
What was the place? Was it just like a field?
Bison field. Kyler Burrois, thank you,
great name,
brought Katie Davis to the same trail at a state park in Utah with plans to watch the sunset
Okay.
Right? But
And he was nervous the entire time.
Oh, shaking. But when Miss Davis ran a little ahead, she ended up alone with a bison who charged her and flipped her in the air.
Christ!
Yes! She sustained a broken ankle from the goring and a leg wound. In the earlier attack, he had suffered a cracked rib and a collapsed lung. Right?
I mean, who has it worse?
Everyone survived. This is why we're covering it.
Yeah.
Nobody died. Miss Davis has a cast on her right ankle and received stitches for the wound in her left thigh. She was released from hospital on Monday. The attack happened on an established trail in Antelope Island State Park. Witnesses reported seeing a bison strike Miss Davis with its head, lifting her off the ground.
Jesus.
Right? The 22-year-old was airlifted to Ogden, Utah. Miss Davis told the BBC she had run ahead of Mr. Bourgeois, I think I pronounced it.
Bourgeois?
Yeah. On the trail. When she saw the bison, she passed it once before deciding to turn around and just rejoin him. I wasn't comfortable enough standing at the mile marker waiting for him, and I didn't know how comfortable he would be seeing the bison too.
Because, as we all know, he was gored by a bison.
Do you remember, like, in June?
Like a couple of months ago.
When you were gored by a bison?
Whose idea was it to go back to the park?
His!
Like, did she not say, "Are you sure?" Where the bison attack happened.
So I turned back and passed the bison again, she says, giving it as much space as possible. She's smart.
Yeah.
But when she was on her way back, 4 cyclists happened to come down the trail and spooked the bison.
Because the cyclist's fault.
The bison charged her and she began running away. This is where it gets scared. This is great.
Terrifying.
This is great description. I looked over my shoulder, seeing it get closer, and I looked again, and it was pretty much right behind me. Right as I saw it, I flew up into the air around 15 feet. Miss Davis says.
Jesus,
Right?
That's awful.
She landed on her back and lay completely still, remembering what happened to Mr. Bourgeois as the bison sniffed at her. Eventually, it wandered far enough away for her and other witnesses on the trail to help her. Mr. Bourgeois faced a similar situation when he was gored months earlier. He had reached the summit of the park's highest point, a familiar trail for him, when he saw 2 bison as he came over the ridge. I couldn't see them until
He started calling them dickheads and throwing stones at them.
How was I to know when I hit that guy with an arrow? That we were getting mad. I couldn't see them until I was too close to them, he says. I turned around immediately and only got a few steps before one of them charged me. He says his ribs still hurt when he coughs, but he is mostly recovered. Isn't that lovely?
He's well enough to go back to the bison farm.
And here he is. Here's what we ask ourselves, Sean. I have one question. If you got gored by a bison,
yes.
Bored by a Gyson even, gored by a bison,
by a Dyson,
by a Dyson Hoover,
by a Dyson.
If you were bored by a Dyson Hoover because it was going on and on about something,
yeah, it sucks.
Would you go back to that same Dyson Hoover 2 months later with a date?
I don't think I would. I think it's once bitten, twice shy, or once gored. Twice never going near a fucking bison again.
Did we talk about this last week? Was it if you nearly drowned, you would be really afraid of water for a few months.
Yeah. What was the context?
I can't remember what the context was, or was it animals? If you got attacked by something,
if you got attacked by a tiger, you're never going near a tiger again.
Absolutely. Like,
that's who people have a fear of dogs.
Yeah, because as a young child, they probably got chased by a dog or got attacked by a dog.
Yeah. So to have a bison attack you,
in June, and you have a collapsed lung and a broken rib,
which you're still recovering from.
It still hurts when he coughs,
and he has a bad cough. And
you turned around to the girlfriend and was like, "I have the perfect place for our date."
Like, first of all, I feel like there was a discussion on her part. It was like, "Are you sure we should go back?" And he clearly said, nothing's gonna... What are the odds it'll happen again?
No, and he said, I'll never be gored again.
Yeah, I'm never going to get gored by another bison.
Me. Solely me in this room.
I am speaking for myself here. He's in cahoots with the bisons.
Take her out.
Take the shot.
Take the shot. The mammoth is in the field.
That's very offensive, actually.
To
the bisons. They're descended from mammoths.
Are they?
Probably.
What did the buffalo say to his child when he was going to college?
Bye, son.
Yeah, thank you. He says there is
Fuck off!
Get the fuck out of the house.
Get a job.
He says, we're thinking, why is he back there?
Yeah. Did they ask him? Did this interviewer ask him?
Yeah, they were
Oh,
like,
good.
because obviously that's the logical question of, okay,
Why?
If you got nearly killed
Yeah.
3 months ago on this trail, maybe leave it.
Excuse me, sir, are you fucking thick?
That was the question.
Yeah.
He says, there is something special about the beauty of the Antelope Island Park.
Take a picture.
Google Images exists.
Yeah.
Go on to that.
And just look at it there.
Find another park. There has to be another park
Find
somewhere.
another path in the same park. There's a bison on it.
Just somewhere where there's no bison.
How many bison are in America?
He had been hiking there since his childhood, but the sight of the bison now makes him anxious, he says, a little bit.
A little bit. That's why you let her go on ahead.
You go on
Scout
ahead.
it out.
You distract him while I hike.
Yeah, you fulfill their thirst for blood.
My fear level is high enough that I don't know when I'll end up on a trail out here, he says. Miss Davis also says she's been having nightmares about the attack in the days since, but otherwise feels pretty happy and positive about the whole thing.
I'm glad.
She's just as crazy as he is, I think.
I think they're a perfect match
Do you
for each
think
other.
they're a good couple?
Well, look, there's something in common.
They've both been gored by a bison.
Yeah. That's stronger than most marriages. That shit you don't forget.
Actually, well, you do. If it happened in June, you fucking forget.
Apparently, yeah. No, he's still anxious about it now.
So he says that she has talked to the park ranger about possibly volunteering at the visitor centre, but it might take a minute before she's fully ready for that. These people stare death in the face, Sean.
They just want to die in that park.
Some people just have a death wish.
Like, was she on the ground, like, getting bandaged? And she was like, any jobs going?
Is there vacancies in the centre?
Has anyone been recently gored?
And other than me.
Other than me.
And him. You might say.
He's been sending CVs in for months.
Just blood on all the CVs.
They're signed in blood.
Do you think them and the bison could become best friends?
I hope they do. I hope that they learn to live together.
This
kind of an
story,
odd couple scenario.
this story just has more questions than answers. And I think it all comes down to him and how much of a moron he is. I don't think she's in the wrong here.
I think he started it, and she should have finished it.
She should have said, maybe we go somewhere else.
Or just take a trail different from the one that you got gored by a bison on.
That's a good point. Yeah.
I think there's no survival instinct in that man.
There's no trauma. Where is the trauma?
Fair play. But maybe a bit of trauma is probably good.
And they say they're really scared, but not that scared.
If you were really scared, you wouldn't go.
We keep going back to if you nearly drowned, you'd be a bit wary of water for a little bit.
Yeah.
If you got attacked by a crocodile, you'd avoid most crocodiles, I think, in most situations.
And you would go out of your way to not be
near them.
Be near a crocodile.
No matter how much you like a hiking trail.
Yes. If that trail is littered with crocodiles.
Maybe we take the other trail.
Maybe we take
That's
the other trail.
riddled with bison.
Oh no.
Not the bison trail. We're moving on to our next piece of weird news. Chinese woman opens plane's emergency exit for some fresh air.
Oh god.
Yeah.
We always get stories like this.
Always. A flight was delayed for an hour and a woman detained by police after she opened the emergency exit for a breath of fresh air before the flight took off in central China's Hubei province. Oh no.
No, I didn't.
The Chinese woman wanted fresh air in the plane, so obviously she opened the door.
Yeah.
Cabin crew had briefed the woman who...
What?
Here's the thing, right? You know when you go on a plane and you are in the front row.
Yeah.
You're in the first row, and the cabin crew are always like real nice to you. They're like, you're special. That's the emergency exit, right? So you get that.
If there's a problem, all of these people's lives depend on you.
You don't get paid for this, I do, but they all depend on you.
See that lever?
Margaret, look at the lever.
Look at it.
Look at it.
That lever is everyone's heartbeat.
Look at your son beside you. He'll die if you don't pull that lever, Mark.
Look at that stranger son, that war hero. That child has the cure for cancer.
And you only have one shitty little emergency exit, Margaret.
So fucking pull it.
I got fired from Ryanair, actually. Yeah, didn't make it.
Too nice.
Too kind. The incident happened when cabin crew had briefed a woman, who appeared to be in her 50s, about the rules when sitting next to the emergency exit and reminded her not to touch the button that opened the emergency exit, right?
Fuck's sake.
So,
don't touch the button.
Whatever you do, the big red button there,
Yeah.
do not touch it.
So you're saying the button?
The button.
Touch the button.
No. Do not touch the button.
I touch the button.
So there's someone out there.
It's like the adults from Charlie Brown are speaking. What's going on?
Did you say touch the button or don't? All I'm thinking of is Father Ted and Duke and looking at the big red button on the plane.
Yeah.
And he's just staring at it. It's like, do not touch. And he's just looking at it. So, however, the woman, after being told several times...
Sorry, don't touch the
button. It's easy to forget.
No, it happens.
Don't touch the button. You've only one job.
Yeah.
Don't touch the button. Also, keep that kid alive. They have all the cures for all the diseases.
Every cure.
Every cure for every disease that kid has.
Very big book.
Very big. However, the woman said that she needed some fresh air and touched the button to open the exit when the stewardess turned around to help other people.
She didn't even wait.
Don't touch it, don't touch it, don't touch it. Okay. Sorry, sir, could you just put your... What the fuck?
I wanted some fresh air.
The pressure of not touching it got to me.
Yeah, I know, I was panicking. But, she wasn't at any altitude.
No, they were on the runway.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
So they were at, a bit of altitude.
Probably 20 feet in the air, I suppose.
I don't know how big a plane is.
No, not very good. The woman was taken away and the flight was delayed for another hour. Opening the emergency exit can be deemed to be disturbing public order in an aircraft, which is punishable by police detention and a fine, Sean.
I mean, that's fair.
But
because it's for emergencies.
Yeah.
Even if there was a feature on planes that you could roll down the window, you shouldn't do it.
Absolutely not.
When you're not meant to.
No.
It's a fucking plane.
This is only funny because they were specifically, do not, under any circumstance, press that big red button. Scratch.
That button is for an emergency.
Emergency only.
To save people's lives.
What if I just need a little fresh air?
No, you can't touch the button for fresh air.
But what about a little fresh air?
A little fresh air?
Yeah, just to perk me up a little bit for the flight.
I don't think you need it.
It's a bit clammy in here, don't you think?
The air conditioning will come on soon. Just don't touch the button.
Yeah, but I'm feeling a bit claustrophobic.
Touch the button.
Claustrophobic.
Sir, I'll be with you in 1 second. God damn it.
Just everybody flies out the window.
Oh, the ejector seats. Why did we install the ejector seats?
All just that one button. Why did we all put them into the one button?
Why do we keep the roof on? Everyone just smashes their head.
In July of last year, actually, a woman was flying for the first time and mistook the emergency door for a lavatory door before the plane took off in China. The emergency slide was released and the flight was delayed for 2 hours on the runway.
After all that slide back
Thank God this hasn't happened when they're in the air.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
I mean, surely it's harder to open in the air. I don't know.
Maybe there's probably a sort of security lock that once the wheels come up, all the doors are just secure and you cannot open it.
And the only way to override that is by pushing one button.
Just one big red button that's under the feet of the person who is just a passenger in the front row.
Yeah, there's actually it's a series of unmarked buttons, and 2 of them control the lights above the seat, 2 of them control the air conditioning, and 1 of them opens all the doors and windows.
And one of them kills a puppy somewhere. They won't tell you which one is which.
You just don't turn anything on.
You want to read your book? Well, that's a shame. Little Timmy the dog could die over there.
Oh no. Hope you don't want to buckle that seatbelt anytime soon.
Just press it. Oh no, cold air. Damn it. Okay, we're moving on to our next piece of news. That is, man claims voodoo made him shoplift from Walmart.
We've all been there.
We've all been there.
I've never been to Walmart, actually.
A 29-year-old man told the police officers that the voodoo made him try to smuggle items out of Walmart without paying for them on Thursday. Joshua Allen Renfro. 2 first names.
2 first names.
What do we say?
Never trust a man with 2 first names.
Absolutely.
And also push that button.
I've always pushed a button every single time on a plane. Open all doors.
You have a chance to push any button.
Push it.
Push it.
Push the fucking button.
Push it.
Push the fucking button.
You coward.
What are you, little bitch? Push the fucking button.
Push that button.
There's somebody somewhere listening to this where there's a button in front of them.
Oh, man.
Like, oh, fuck.
Our one air traffic control fan.
They're all dead.
We're going to end up on the news.
Oh, man, I hate that. I hate when that happens.
Yeah.
On a Class B misdemeanor theft, between $100 and $750 charge, he was arrested. He was released from jail later Thursday after he posted bail on a $1,500 bond amount. According to the media report, the alleged incident occurred at the Walmart store located at Daniel McCall Drive at around half
Not that
4.
one.
Oh, I hate Daniel. Daniel's what a guy. Renfro was caught after he allegedly tried to smuggle more than $400 worth of merchandise out of the store in a plastic tote.
So it's just in a regular bag.
Just in a bit of a tote, just throw it in.
Not even a reusable bag.
No, he doesn't want to save the planet, he just wants $400
Fucking
worth.
hates turtles, so he does.
After Renfro was arrested, he kept telling LPD officers that the voodoo made him try to steal the item from Walmart. He also told the media that the voodoo told him not to brush his teeth that morning as well.
What? That's such a weird... Was he self-conscious? Like,
my breath.
It smells bad.
You know, yeah.
It's not my choice.
He forgot. He's forgot. He's just got egg in his face now.
And now everything is voodoo. He's blaming voodoo.
It's voodoo.
For everything.
It's a fucking voodoo, man. You can't trust the voodoo.
Look, there's a little doll of me somewhere, and it's having a whale of a time. But me, no.
There's a little doll in me.
Little doll, a voodoo doll.
Of course.
It's being walked around.
Who's doing that though?
Someone he wronged in the past.
You're right. No, you're
who
all
has
right.
now turned to voodoo.
That's the end of that story. But like, is voodoo the worst excuse we've ever heard for any sort of shoplifting?
I mean, it's pretty up there.
You can't prove otherwise, though.
No. Like, what if it was David Bowie from The Labyrinth?
How do you mean?
The Power of Voodoo.
Yeah, The Power of Voodoo.
He has.
Some people haven't seen the movie The Labyrinth.
There's a song.
Right.
And it goes...
I am the one and
Who sings that?
Chesney Hawkes.
Chesney Hawkes. Nice.
Thanks.
A little throwback to movie Mondays there. No, he's like, Babe has the power of voodoo.
Yeah.
And then, like, maybe that's why this man robbed $400 of things from a Walmart.
Surely a voodoo doll is something to do with like stabbing. Like you get a pin or something, like you stab them, then they feel pain.
You're misunderstanding.
How do you trust a voodoo doll to not brush his teeth? How do you tell them not to do something?
You would put them in an unclean environment.
Right.
The things that the voodoo doll experiences, not necessarily poking pins in the doll, but it's more so...
You should have been like... You have such an old school mentality. We've moved on in the voodoo world.
Voodoo has evolved.
Yeah, sorry, no, I haven't kept up with it. Go on.
What is it? Do you ever watch Mystery Hunters as a kid?
Absolutely not.
Oh, it was a great show.
What is it about?
It's like occult and supernatural things, but for kids.
Right.
And they go and tell you about things.
Were there voodoo dolls?
They did voodoo dolls, and it was a lot of like, I can't just poke a pin and make someone hurt. But if I wish bad things upon this doll, it will happen to the person. It's more, it's all spirits and shit like that, and essences.
I think you're thinking of Goosebumps.
Thinking of Animorphs,
you're thinking of Power Rangers. That's what you're thinking of. Voltron, of course, has 4 different shows.
Digimon.
I like how he's like, obviously voodoo made me rob it, but also my breath. Don't worry about it.
He was stealing $400 worth of mouthwash.
This police officer is also his dentist. He's just like trying to cover up for
very
the fact.
Small town.
Very small. He's like, no, like I brushed them all the rest of the time.
But the voodoo just got to me today.
I hate voodoo, you know what I mean?
I hate it so much.
Okay, we're moving on to our next piece of news. We're moving to a Florida woman.
Florida woman
hides in store ceiling for 6 hours to try to avoid shoplifting arrest.
Did they catch her in the end, or is she still there?
No. She's there forever now.
This happened 5 hours ago.
Deputies say a Florida woman spent several hours inside the ceiling of a store to try to avoid being arrested. Around 7:30 p.m. on Thursday, the manager of a Big Lots store in Port Charlotte called the sheriff's office when she suspected a woman was shoplifting. The manager told deputies that a woman had gone to the restroom with a shopping cart full of items, and when the manager went to check on her, she found garbage cans blocking the door.
Oh my god, she was murdered by garbage cans.
What a rubbish way to die. The manager warned the woman deputies were on their way and entered the restroom, only to find the woman wasn't there.
Oh.
You think, where's she gone?
Where could she go?
Well, several tiles had been removed from the ceiling, so they just assumed she was in the ceiling.
An excellent diversion.
Thank you. Deputies arrived and say they started removing ceiling tiles all over the store, and this is my favourite line in the whole article, spotting the woman several times, but say she ignored commands to give up and come down.
Pop up her head. I see it.
Come on down.
I found you.
You're ruining the game.
Now it's your turn to be on.
Get out of the roof.
Go to roof. She just crawled away.
She just crawled along. Just like popping out. Come on.
Pure speed.
Spotting the woman several times. Is there anything sadder if you're trying to hide from the police?
That being seen several
times, and they know exactly where you are. And it's just come on.
We both know, like, where are you going to go?
This is a waste of time.
It's a waste of your time, it's a waste of our time. There could be someone being murdered right now.
But we're here, crawling around in the roof with you.
And I'll be honest, I'm having a great time. Thanks very much.
I hate murders.
I hate it so much.
The store was evacuated in case the woman fell through the ceiling, and the fire department was called to put up ladders and use thermal imaging to try to locate the woman.
Just put up your head and use a flashlight.
This is like such overkill.
Yeah, it's PC gone mad, Connor.
Oh, PC gone mad. Fucking hell. All these fucking social justice warriors.
Oh, they'd all love to be in a roof with their avocados.
Wouldn't they? Millennials.
Huh. Try buying a house.
Yeah, what are you talking about, huh?
Oh, God.
When I was your age, I was moved out of my house.
Yeah, but it was a different economy.
Different
you walked
economy.
into a cushy job.
Yeah, come on now. I went through college and I got a part-time job and I had 4 Lamborghinis.
Oh, well, look, we can't all be as lucky as you, Bill Gates. He actually seems like a nice man.
Actually, he gives a lot of money to charity, in fairness to the chap.
Very good that way.
In fairness to... If you have that much... Throw it away.
He has more than he ever needs.
Exactly. So as I said, the store was evacuated and they used thermal imaging, which I don't think they needed. While searching, deputies say they found the woman's purse, and inside were 3 syringes that were tested positive for morphine.
Oh, she's a doctor.
Yes, of course. She was treating patients in the roof.
The roof.
You've come into my office. Climb the ladder.
I'm just upstairs.
Just upstairs. But doctor, my leg. Climb the ladder. Do you want to be healed or not? Climb the fucking ladder.
Oh, you're a healer now.
Yes, it is. Heal! Around 5 hours after the search began, the sheriff's office called it off, leaving a deputy in the store. Shortly after
just window shopping.
Just one dude. Shortly after 1:30 a.m, the deputy spotted the woman climbing down a stack of shelves and then took her into custody immediately when she reached the ground.
Do you think at 1:30 he was just really acting enough to be like, oh, I better call it a day, and then doing fake footsteps away? And she's like, I've done it.
And he walked up to the front door, he opens, he just slams it, and then he just looks back up to the roof.
And he pulls out a gun.
Oh, gun and bazooka.
Yeah.
One in each hand.
I have a clean shot, sir.
Take the shot, the mammoth is in the field.
There's no bicycle around here.
So Christina Perkins is charged with a felony criminal mischief, petty theft. They also said petite theft, which I like. It's just petty theft.
Petty theft, yes.
Yeah, possession of drug paraphernalia, resisting a merchant, and resisting law enforcement without violence. The sheriff's office, she says, she caused significant damage to the store ceiling, their ductwork, and their drywall.
She's just driving a fist through it.
Why did I bring my chainsaw up here?
Look, I needed to get it serviced today.
There's a guy in the roof who has another separate store for chainsaws. There's all sorts of things going on in that roof.
The roof is the place to be.
It's absolutely the place to be. Sean, what are your thoughts here? Do you think she had a good plan, or... Because she wouldn't even be able to leave with the stuff if she went into the roof.
Yeah, but I think her plan was... the extent of her plan was, I'll just go into the roof.
Yeah.
And that was where it ended.
And then...
Once she got to the roof, everything would be fine.
She was there for 6 hours.
You'd be starving and thirsty.
Starving, thirsty, and just bored out of your mind.
Just playing Candy Crush.
And then her phone dies. She's like, does anybody have a charger?
Is it an iPhone or an Android?
Android. Oh, but they recently changed the Android, didn't they?
Oh, yeah, they did. Oh,
I've the old one.
I'm old school.
Old school,
Sure, I'm not upgrading now.
I like how me and you were talking like up into the sky.
Yeah.
The police officer just having a chat with her. Her head is just in the toilet looking down.
Just like, lads, I need a charge.
Somebody hand it up to me.
Give me a power bank.
I think Florida woman, she's not the brightest.
Well, no. That's because she was in the roof.
She was in the roof and it was good. We're moving on to our next weird news, Sean.
Okay.
We're finishing off weird news this week. Florida woman.
Another Florida woman.
Florida woman spotted sporting suspected meth hair bow. Arrested.
What the fuck is a meth hair bow?
Do you want to use your one googs
I think
for
I will.
meth hair bow? And I have to admit, this lady is genius.
Oh, she actually...
It looks like a hair bow tie.
A hair bow tie.
A hair bow tie.
Meth hair bow.
Meth hair bow.
Meth hair bow.
Meth hair bow.
Meth Aaron.
Meth hair Haribo. Google images.
Drugged it. Bow in her hair. That was bag of meth.
Florida woman.
Thank you, mirror.co.uk.
No problem.
Are you playing the
Yes,
mirror?
I am, yes.
Where's this bow?
This is good audio quality content.
Look, I'm trying.
Yeah,
I'm trying. It's not loading any pictures of the bow.
Oh, no.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, there it is.
That's fucking clever.
Isn't it clever?
That's fucking alright, man.
Well, I'm actually kind of impressed by Florida woman.
You wouldn't think twice about it, would you?
No.
Like, you would just say, that's a bow.
Except for her erratic behaviour, which I'm assuming...
That's it. They always have these genius solutions for smuggling.
Do you think they come up with the solution and then take a load of meth? Because they go take a load of meth and then come up with the solution.
But if they did, that would explain why it's so out of the box.
Oh, that's good,
You know, how they put so much thought into it because they're so focused.
Jessica Kropp is the name of the woman. So, she sports a hair bow made of a rubber band and a plastic bag, at Hardy say, contains suspected meth on her head. Okay?
Hide in plain sight.
Kropp told the police officer she was unaware the bow was in her hair and that someone must have placed it there.
But this isn't a clip that you could easily clip onto someone's hair. This is wrapped around bits of her hair with a rubber band.
So once in a while, suspects do things that make officers scratch their head in wonderment, Sean. I think we can all agree.
And then they crack open the bag of meth.
On that day, Looney was patrolling an industrial road. So Kenneth Looney is the name of the police officer.
He's crazy.
He's a bit loony.
He's a man.
He's a man on the edge. He's a wild card. I'm glad he's in our dick. When he spotted a Dodge Neon pull away from the storage unit business and pulled the car over after noticing the registration was expired. The driver, Kropp, failed to stop initially and wound her way through a nearby neighbourhood before eventually stopping.
She finally realised.
When
she was admiring her bow in the mirror.
Of course. When Looney asked for the woman's driver licence, she informed him it was suspended.
She's honest.
Not a great start. She also told the officer she did not have insurance and did not know where the registration for the vehicle was located, as she was borrowing the car. Looney confirmed with dispatch that Kropp's licence was indeed suspended.
Okay.
He also discovered Kropp had 5 valid warrants out for her arrest. One each from Philippine, Mountain Home and Cotter, and two out of Marion County. She had 4 failure to appear warrants and 1 failure to pay fines warrant. Looney then moved to place Kropp under arrest, ordering her to step out of the car. The following is a direct quote from the affidavit. And now we get to see Florida woman in action.
Would you do the voices? Probably not.
No, not very good. I can only do Tom Holland. She can be Tom Holland if you want.
Yeah, you're alright.
As I was detaining Jessica Kropp, I observed what appeared to be a bow in her hair. The bow appeared to be a small, zip-locked bag containing a white crystal-like substance of suspected meth. The baggie had a small rubber band around the middle, giving it a bow shape, and was attached to a bobby pin. The substance was affixed onto the right side of her head, attached to her hair. I said, "Are you serious?" She said, "What?"
What?
Innocent.
My fashion sense?
I said, "You have a bow in your hair made from a bag of meth." She said, "Fuck, I didn't know that was there."
She said, "Are you high?"
Sorry, sir. I don't think you should be arresting if you're really high. Fuck, I didn't know that was there. Someone else put that there, and I didn't know what it was.
I don't believe her.
Ah, now, cynical old Sean turns up again, doesn't believe these people.
Your head is a very sensitive area.
Yeah.
I feel if you notice someone putting something in it or on it.
I disagree. I haven't felt my hair in years.
Because you got a haircut.
I did, yeah. The officer then asked Kropp if there was anything else illegal in the car. Kropp begged the officer not to tow the vehicle. Looney told her if she was honest with him, he would not have the vehicle towed. Kropp told the officer she had illegal items in her purse. Upon searching the purse, Looney reported finding multiple bags of meth.
Multiple bowls.
And multiple bowls and drug paraphernalia, including a vape pen loaded with THC oil and a vape pen loaded with THC oil and meth. This woman...
She's double dipping.
loves meth.
I mean, meth in every accessory.
I wish I loved anything as much as this woman loves meth.
Oh man, you need to try meth.
And actually, to be honest with you, that would make it you fall in love with it. Looney told the woman that since she had been cooperative, he would not have her vehicle towed and would only charge her with 1 count of drug paraphernalia for all the drug items she held.
Well, that's pretty good.
Isn't that nice of him?
What about the 5 other warrants on her arrest?
Look, he didn't say anything about them.
Okay.
Kropp was arrested on charges of possession of meth with the intent to deliver. But I don't know if she was delivering. I think she just loves meth.
I think that was personal use.
Yeah, possession of drug paraphernalia, driving while licence suspended, and no liability insurance. She was taken to Marion County Jail, where she's being held on a $23,000 bond. $23.
$1,000.
Yeah, I was going to say $23,000, but I was like, that's not a sentence.
No, it's not.
$23,000 bond. Sean, is this the smartest, stupidest woman we've ever encountered?
Everyone always has these like quite clever ideas for smuggling drugs.
Putting up your arse.
Exactly. But they mess it up by being either A, fucked out in her head, or by giving them a reason to be pulled over.
Yeah.
If she wasn't in a car that had an expired license plate,
she would have got away with it.
She would have got away grand.
Wasn't it for those pesky kids?
Damn you, Looney. He's in a band, actually.
Is he?
Plays Looney Tunes.
Does he?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's not as good as all my Elvis ones.
Well, that's all, folks.
No, he actually is a dog. Like, oh, Raggy? Bentley Kids?
That's Hanna-Barbera.
No, shush. I wished. I think, as you said, this is a smart idea. I think she came up with when she was not on meth.
Yes.
Then took a load of meth, forgot about it.
Forgot the key aspects of the plan.
What do you think of the plan of she didn't realise it was in her hair?
It's a weak excuse, really, isn't
It
it?
seems like a very strong police officer that he just noticed that.
How does he know what meth looks like?
In a bow form.
I think it was a plant.
Oh, fuck.
And then he's playing the good guy.
And she didn't know it was in her hair.
Yeah.
It all makes sense. Are we accusing this police officer of planting drugs on people?
I think that's a big claim to make.
It's a big claim to make, but I think he should be fired.
I'm not
Looney, we're coming for you.
No. Oh, God. It's Apple all over again.
Not again. Move your finger.
Connor, I'm doing it.
Move on.
Outro time.
Sean, do you want to take us out? No, seriously, Looney, stop planting drugs.
Oh, lads.
I've done it again.
Oh, I'm going to take Connor out and take the shot.
Take the mammoth is in the field.
Comedy comes in threes.
Thank you. Sean, do you want to take us out?
Yeah, thanks everyone for listening to this episode of Weird News Wednesday. We'll be back on Friday with an episode of Hero or Zero. It's my week, so it'll be a Marvel character.
Yes.
We'll be back on Monday with an episode of Movie Mondays. We're doing a Joker review. And we'll be back next week with another episode of Weird News Wednesdays.
I'm very much looking forward to it.
I am not.
Why?
No, I'm just joking.
I'm thinking, right,
Alright.
that Hero Zero this week is going to be the greatest episode we've ever done.
Fuck. Oh, no.
What, you disagree, or?
No, I think it's good. It's just, it's a lot, man.
It's a lot of pressure.
It's a lot, yeah.
Yeah.
It's the most pressure anyone's going to be under for Hero or Zero in the foreseeable future.
Man. Since This is the end of Weird News Wednesday. Did you say you can follow us on all the things?
No, but you can if you want.
No, that's your job. You have specifically only one job. Fucking do it. Look at my finger. It's rolling.
Thank you, Connor.
Look at my finger. The middle one's up.
Thanks all our patrons and supporters over on Patreon. You really help keep this show going. If you would like to join those fine people, you can go to patreon.com/Heroes for Hire podcast, or there's a link to that in the description. As always, the best way you can ever support the show is by telling one human being that we exist.
That is lovely. You're so much better at that than I am. And then you can follow us.
Please. We're on Twitter at Heroes for Hire Pod. The 4 is the number 4. Facebook Heroes for Hire Podcast. Instagram Heroes for Hire Podcast. Or you can shoot us an email at heroesforhire_outlook.com.
Very good.
It's all in the description as well.
We'll be back at the same time as always next week.
Yeah.
If you're just interested in weird news, we have Movie Mondays, we've got Heroes and all the things. I'm Connor Law.
I'm Sean.
I'll see you next week.